It's that time, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? The Couples Lounge is in the building. We back, y'all. We back. Uh-oh, let me put this. We are back from vacation. And, yeah, it's that time. Telling y'all what somebody should have told you about this thing called love and marriage and relationships. Hey, Crystal. Good morning, Veronica. How y'all doing? Yeah, I done added a little accessories to my look this morning. I found my glasses in my husband's truck. Got my little, don't that look like an African piece? Yeah.
Sorry, the prop said on this post that means you can't share it on the Couples Lounge timeline.
Why is that doing that now?
Why, you know?
I don't know.
You've seen it do it before?
No.
I'm sure you had to do it.
Okay. Tarshay, Perry, Shaniqua, Annie, what's up, y'all? Hey. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing the video. We appreciate you, honey. Put my earphones back on. All right, y'all. Red boy. He's in the building. Y'all got y'all coffee? Orange juice? Have y'all already ate breakfast and stuff? Or y'all sitting down eating breakfast while y'all watch the Couples Lounge? Y'all got some mimosas? As you make my best, baby. Nina D. She's in the building, y'all. Well, it's not actually in the building, but on Facebook. All right. You were there. Y'all are tuned in to the Couples Lounge radio show on Fishbowl Radio Network. We're in the Great Bowl. We do this every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. The Tucks are giving you something to look forward to.
If you didn't know, it's live, it's real, it's entertaining.
Ain't nobody doing it like us.
Because they ain't us.
Hot topics on what somebody should have told you when it comes to love, marriage, and family. Are you ready? Let's get it.
Sorry.
Let's get it in.
Let's do it. What it do, man? It's your, okay, last shirt, baby, last shirt. What it do, man? It's your country boy, Minneola, Ramon.
Country. Oh, did you say that?
Shut up. What it do, y'all? Shut up, Melanie. Don't start no mess this early. Say, what's up, man? It's Ramon with the Couples Lounge. I got my sexy chocolate. Baby, what it do? Tell the people what it do.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, Candace. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank you for everybody who has shared the video thus far. What's up, Q? Miss Knight's in the building, and we got Lakina. Your name's Lakina. Okay. We about to get it started. We back, y'all. We back in Texas. We had to say bye-bye to St. Thomas. It was so beautiful out there. So beautiful. Gosh, it was so beautiful. I've looked at our video I made probably about 10 times. It just take me back. It just take me back. Child, my kids singing along to We Got Something in Common. That's how much I done played it. They know the song now. Right, Melody, stretching and yawning while we doing the promo for the show.
Say, man, don't start no mess.
Lee, I just don't know what to say about him sometimes. But yeah.
And say, man, don't be Melanie, don't be talking noise to me about me getting featured. I just had to get that out. She was talking. No, I'm gonna fight Melanie when I see her. I'm gonna fight her.
Oh gosh. So yeah, this morning, we are going to be talking about the power struggle. The power struggle. That's gonna be like the meat of the conversation. You know, you got a bread piece, you got the meat, then you got another piece of bread. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. So we're talking about the marriage, the struggle that you have. Really in marriage, I just feel like when you dating, you should be good when you dating. When you just going with somebody, fighting, arguing, constantly stressed out, honey. Not while you dating. So here we go, babe. You ready? This is just our starter. I heard this by watching Jay-Z, and I heard it like 3 times, like within less than 5 days. So I just felt like those be signs like from God, you know. So, babe, what do you think about this question? A man doesn't truly know who he is until he gets married.
I'm gonna let you go first. You go first. Unless you just want me to go first, but I was gonna...
I mean, no, that's a question for you. I am going to give my opinion.
Okay, give me your opinion, then I'll give you mine.
Okay, I agree with that statement.
Say the statement one more time.
The statement is a man doesn't truly know who he is until he gets married. Now, the reason that I'm saying a man, because I'm sure a man probably would say, well, women don't know either.
But we're speaking on the man.
Yeah,
okay.
which we are speaking on the man.
I got you.
I agree with that statement. And the reason that I do agree with this statement is because I feel like relationships allow you to evolve into the person you become, because you learn so much from being in a relationship. So I feel like a single man and a married man mindset and way of operating is totally different, because the single man only has to depend on himself. He doesn't have to learn how to compromise with somebody else. He doesn't have to learn how to be patient, how to bite his tongue, you know what I'm saying, because he don't want to hurt his wife, or, his wife, or because he doesn't have one. So yes, I do truly believe you don't really know who you are as a man until you get married, because you have to learn how to love somebody on a deeper level. You have to learn how to run a household and a family, and just to do that, the characteristics, the qualities, the mindset that comes with that changes you and evolves you into a different person. Your level of tolerance is different because of the things that you have to do. I think it pushes you to be better, because you realize, I have to take care of my wife, I have to take care of my kids. So you up your game, or you should, if you're a good man and a good husband, you're going to up your game in order to make sure that your family is all right. So I agree. Once you become married, you discover things about yourself that you didn't even know was in you. So I agree with the statement.
Okay, I disagree with the statement. And for those who just may not be just now tuning in, repeat the statement again for them, baby.
Y'all share the video first. Hit that little button down at the bottom. And
if you had not hit the share button, everybody that's tuned in, just hit the share button for it, brother. Okay, go.
I said, the statement is a man doesn't truly know who he is until he gets married.
And I disagree. My opinion, now I understand where they're coming from with that, but a man truly understands who he is, in my opinion, once he have kids, especially a daughter. Well, I ain't gonna say a daughter. And here's why I say that. We'll mess up, we'll do our wife dirty. We'll cheat, we'll do all kind of bad things to our wife. Now, do every man on the planet cheat? Of course not. But in my humble opinion, you can mistreat your wife. And but your kids, your daughter, woo! All the things you have done negatively to any woman, including your wife, if you have, you try to shield and protect that from your daughter. And that's when you realize your ways of doing things, and you like, whoa, I don't want my daughter cheated on. I don't want my daughter doing this. And you having kids will shape you and make you a better person to be an example for her. Baby, this is the type of man you need, and do the things that is pleasing to, that so she can see how a real man is. That's my opinion. Because we're not gonna mistreat our kids like they're not a father. I ain't talking about the baby daddies and the daddies. I'm talking about fathers.
That's a different type of relationship. Your spouse.
But when a man truly know who he is when he has kids, because at that point it's all about the kids. You don't want your kids to suffer. You will mistreat anybody in the world to protect your child.
Yeah.
What?
A man taking care of his kids.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all do the bare minimum, but y'all.
Man, the kids will change your way of thinking in a way.
I agree.
I don't want to be out here. I don't want to do this. I can't be taken away from my child, or so I have to do this for her. Again, we'll mess up a good thing if you let us. Jay-Z said that. I'll mess up a good thing, including that's our woman. But with our kids, we're not going to F that up. We're not messing that up. We'll sacrifice everything for them. What?
I do not agree. I agree that your kids do change you, but I still, and Bentley said, I think a man should know who he is before he gets married. Yes, you can know who you are, but the level of, I don't want to say conflict, but what are the words am I looking for? The things that you have to go through in a marriage, because you're continuing to learn and adjust to somebody that you're connected to.
But see,
you're going to change and you're going to become better because of your wife. Even if you're not the best husband, you're still coming up against situations that you never figured I would have to deal with. And that's not the case when you have
kids? All of that you're saying is the case when you have kids.
An intimate relationship and your relationship with your kids.
First of all,
totally
you really don't know what you're saying because you're not a man. First and foremost, let's just establish that.
I knew that was gonna come out.
It's cut. Well, it's out.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
You're not letting me finish.
Okay, let me.
It's the same thing if it is a woman. As a woman, you still learn things about yourself that you didn't like. I'm saying you go into a marriage. Oh, I ain't never dealing with cheating. You say a whole bunch of I ain't never doing this when you get into a relationship, into a marriage. And then you find yourself dealing with this stuff. And now you got to figure out how to deal with it when you didn't think you was even capable of tolerating something like that or experiencing something like this. So I think either way, we was just using men in the example. But I feel like a relationship.
But we're talking about it. We're talking about how men. We're not talking about just a relationship. We're talking about a man. Your statement was, and I think I saw Farrakhan say it. I think Farrakhan said it too. A man doesn't truly know who he is until he gets married. But yet you're disagreeing, telling me what a man doesn't really know who he is from a woman's perspective. I'm telling you from a man's perspective. If I may have an opinion about a woman, like, a woman mindset is this and that, but when I'm not a woman, so I don't truly know. As a man, this is my opinion. Okay. And now some brothers may disagree. And for those,
you can't tell me you're the same person. We're not talking about no kids. We're talking about marriage. So you cannot tell me as a single man and a married man, you're telling me that you don't believe that you're two different people.
When did I say that? I'm trying to figure that part. When did I say that? Seriously.
So do you think you knew more of who you were prior to you getting married than I would just say the first 5 years of us being married? Would you say that you...
Did I learn more about myself? Of course. I never said you can't learn about yourself when you get married. That didn't come out of my mouth. Yes, you can. God. Yes, you can. But when you have children, when you have People who have to eat because of your sweat and labor.
not
When
talking
people
about
have to
kids.
get dressed and their whole well-being is
Y'all
depending
don't
on
really
you.
do. The mamas do all of that.
Well,
Y'all
that's not
don't.
case in our household.
Baby, oh my God.
Oh, that's case in our household? You really gonna tell that lie?
All right.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say again.
With our kids,
I'm
were
dependent.
younger, okay, let's say this. The younger they were, yes, I did do more.
Did like
You-
what?
you-
Like what? What are you talking about?
As a mother, that's a whole nother show. We're not even finna go there.
Yes.
That's a whole nother show. Okay, he gave his opinion. We moving on. All right. The filling is blank. The more you understand about marriage, boom.
Oh, the more you understand about marriage, the more you realize you need God and you have to pray and need Him.
Okay. What would y'all say?
What would you say?
James says life does not start when you get married or have kids. Yes, we know that.
Yeah, we know that. That's not what we're saying. We was basically commenting on Farrakhan's statement. A man doesn't know who he is until a man doesn't truly know who he is until he gets married.
Okay. Bentley said, "Yeah, I think the kids changed the man way of thinking." I
Completely.
agree. That wasn't a debate either. I agree. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
How? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna fight, man.
Melody, this is what I live with.
Melody, I promise.
The life
when I
of
see you
Candace
run,
Tuck. The
when
life
I see
of
you,
Candace
girl,
Tuck.
I better not see you at homecoming. I'm whooping all
What
you
do y'all
AKs.
say? The more you understand about marriage,
The more you need God.
okay, the more you understand about marriage, I would say the easier it is to cope
What?
and to get through. That's what I'm going to say.
What? You got to explain that one. No, you can't just end
What
it
you
with
mean?
that.
The more you understand about marriage, the whole dynamic, the
The easier
reason,
it is to
the
cope.
purpose, yes, to get through, to deal with certain situations. If you understand that God had a plan for it.
Okay.
Okay. If you understand that your pain, the pain that you cause your wife, you know, you don't hear may not hear your prayers. The more you understand that, what we're going to talk about today, that although you are different, your differences make each other better. So it just helps you to cope, get through, see the light at the end of the tunnel when you might not feel like it's a light there. Like it's looking so dark. Yeah. So the more you understand about marriage, the more selfless you become. That's good. The more you realize it isn't about you, but about the work you have to do together. Yes.
Right, and James said the more you realize nothing can prepare you for what you're experiencing. All of that is true. The more selfish. All of that is true. But again, to me, this is just my humble opinion. All of that is true first and foremost. I totally agree with 100% of that.
Right.
But my opinion, the more you know about marriage, the more you know, Lord, we're going to need you to make this work.
So we don't.
We're going to need you. I need you, Lord. Men, we got to deal with ignorant, crazy wives and, you know what I'm saying, don't listen and thinking they know how it is to be a man. All that stuff, we got to deal with that. And we need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You need him anyway. We all do, though. Y'all go ahead and share the button. You all are tuned in to the Couples Lounge Radio Show on Fishbowl Radio Network.
Cast the first stone, let's see, huh?
All right, 90%, this is something that I read. 90% of our frustrations with our partners come from experiences from our past. That means only 10% of the frustrations you are currently having have to do with each other.
Say that again.
That gives us life. That gives you life, and it takes you from thinking.
No, say that again. 90% of our frustration comes from our past. Who said that? No, seriously, who said that?
I'm currently reading another marriage book, and it's called Making Marriage Simple. Which I agree. I totally agree. I'm always the one that's saying that your past has a lot to do, has everything to do with who you are today. So 90% of your frustrations with your partner comes from experiences from our past. That means
either their past or our past.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, my frustrations that I have with you
Uh-huh.
is based on something that I have dealt with in my past.
First of all, you shouldn't have any frustrations with me.
Lies you tell.
I'm just
The
saying,
lies.
what the hell you have to be frustrated about me for?
No, Lord. Yeah, y'all know, don't y'all? Y'all know.
And James said you should know that before you get married, needing God. Of course you should. You should know you need God, but go through hell. Go through a certain situation, then you realize how much you really do need it.
You just know you need God because you need God as a person, but you don't realize how much you're going to need him trying to become one. You know.
Can't live in the past. You can't live in the past, but the state of your past doesn't shape your present is not true.
No.
The past definitely shapes who we are today.
It is. Your first 18 years of life has everything to do with who you are, how you think, how you operate, all that. Even in your relationships. That's why they say you can't carry baggage into the next relationship. But how that manifests, we'll just give y'all some examples in a few. Well, you want to give a few examples now?
However you want to do it, baby.
I would just say if you've dealt with say if you had abandonment issues, whether your parents died when you were younger or you end up being raised by your grandparents because your parents was in and out your life, if you're going to take some feelings of abandonment into your relationship, so when your spouse start doing things that put you back into that space or make you start feeling those feelings that you experienced, kind of making you relive that, you're going to address them in a certain type of way because you don't want to feel like that anymore. If you were abused growing up and your partner act like they about to put their hands on you, it's going to be some problems in your relationships, or how you just respond. You know, you were like, why are you responding like that? But that's why it's so important to know the person that you're marrying that you're getting with and what they have been through, because it is going to surface in your marriage.
Why you hit me like you do?
Mom, stop lying. Don't be talking about I hit you.
You have hit me several times. You do hit me a lot.
No, not like in an aggressive way.
Yes, you do. I'm abused. But go on with the show.
So, we're going to start out talking about romantic love, y'all.
Oh,
romantic love. That's
Here we go. Oh, my God.
It connects you with somebody who will eventually trigger the same frustrations we had from our caregivers. Your caregivers, basically whoever helped raise you, whether it's your parents, grandparents, sisters and brothers, or whatever. This is good because it brings those childhood wounds to the surface so they can be healed. And I thought that was really great. That's one of those things that I never thought about, that the frustrations that we go through with our spouse, if it's frustrations we dealt with when we were kids, he is here to help heal those wounds, and which in turn will make me a better person. So the things that I dealt with growing up and I was younger, if you come in and you're now my life partner, help heal those hurts and pains, and that just makes you an overall better person, you know. So your spouse is to heal. We're here to heal each other in our childhood wounds. Not blaming our parents, you know. So I don't want y'all to think that you're not blaming your parents or your caregivers, but no parent
I'm blaming mine.
Is not
I
perfect.
got physically abused.
And even
Mama,
great parents miss the mark sometimes. So we're going to discuss some of our childhood wounds and our childhood frustrations, rather, and our partner frustrations. That's what y'all need to make sure y'all do today with your spouse. Talk about, because have you all discussed some of the frustrations you had with your parents, or even realize how they match, how they are parallel. And so we're going to discuss some of ours. This was our homework.
I did, Melanie.
Let's hope he did his homework. It says that can only happen
Mama
when the
said not
two
enough.
people are willing to open up about their childhood experience. Mary, that is so true. And if you with somebody you're talking about you're going to spend the rest of your life with,
Right.
you have to open up. You should be willing to open up.
Hopefully you have.
So here are some of I just did one of my childhood frustrations.
Mama, I hope you're listening because mine coming up.
Okay, one of my childhood frustrations was not being able to talk to my mother. I was the only girl, so I didn't have an older sister. In the house growing up.
Right.
I do have an older sister, but in the house growing up, I didn't have somebody like I could just run to the room and ask her questions. So and my mom wasn't a talker. Like, we didn't just communicate like that.
Melanie.
So I could not talk to my mother. And how that frustrated. And I would definitely say for boys, because that's when I was really going to my mom. And so for me, my feelings were that I felt frustrated, I felt alone, and I felt confused a lot. And so then when I go to think about my relationship with my husband, now I listed several things I was frustrated with him about.
What the? So your childhood gets one and I get several?
But I'm only going to talk about one.
What
today.
this, boy?
I'm only going to talk about one from you. So and when I listed my frustrations that I have with my husband, one of my frustrations with him is that he don't like to talk about things when he's going through. He don't like to open up. He don't like to express his feelings. And again, even when it's about us and I see it's us going through things and I want to talk about it, he don't want to talk. And it becomes, again, I get put back in that place that I was growing up. And that's probably why I have an issue with him not opening up. It's because of what I did experience. Welcome, Kim. Thank you for joining us. So
hit the share button, Kim.
I feel frustrated with him when he goes into that. When I feel like I can't talk to him, I feel alone and I feel confused as to why.
I saved you, man.
So that's my frustration, and so I can see how they parallel from childhood frustration to with my partner. So go. Childhood frustration and your feelings.
Yeah, that's so true, Mary. Mary said, my opinion is men are not talkers, but we women are talkers. Good Lord, yes. When y'all talk, y'all talk. Okay, my childhood frustration was when at the time I felt I was, how do I say this? My parents was too hard on me, my dad especially. I felt, he was demanding too much. I mean, I didn't understand, why am I waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning on the weekends to cut the yard, wash the cars? I'm doing outside work, inside work. Why are you making me cook?
And that made you feel?
And that made me, I was upset, I was angry when I was young. Now, when I became older and wiser, I understand what he was doing. My father was preparing me to be a man at a young age, but when you're a boy, you can't see that. You don't understand that and don't appreciate it. Now I appreciate it and thank God and would tell the whole world I had the greatest father on the planet for doing those things. But when I was a boy, I couldn't stand my father doing that to me. He was rough on me. He made me work. He held me accountable. If he told me to do something, it had to get done, and he wasn't going to tell me twice. And it had to be done right. I didn't like that. I couldn't understand it. Like, why are you so hard on me? I got a little sister. Why are you making me do all this? And you so just, man, he was hard. He was hard on me. And he really wasn't. But he was, because of who I was. I was a little hard-headed and pretty stupid. But if he didn't do it, no telling, I might be in jail, dead, or a bum somewhere. So I'm thankful. But as a child, that was definitely a frustration of mine. Good Lord, that was a frustration of mine.
So it left you angry.
It left me angry a lot. Growing up, I'm embarrassed to say a lot of the time I didn't like my dad. As a teenager, I loved him, of course, but I didn't like him. I really didn't. I thought he was just mean and just too hard. He showed love. He told me he loved me, did all the good things, for me.
Do you think you made certain mistakes out of your anger? Do you think that anger caused you to do other
Right. Mama
things?
said, when did you cook? Mama, when you was at work and he was coming home at 2:30, he would make me come in there and cook. Then, boy, you need to learn how to cook. You don't need no woman to cook for you. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Did I make
the anger you felt? How did that did it make you respond in a certain way?
Yeah, it got to the point to where at one point in my life when my dad was getting ready to come home when I got older, I would leave the house. I wouldn't be at home. When Daddy came home, I made sure I wasn't there. I didn't want. It affected my relationship with my father completely. I didn't want to be around him a lot like that. Again, I was a boy, so I had no understanding what he was trying to do. Poor frustration.
Partner frustration. Sorry, y'all.
Partner frustration. Woo! I got a bunch of those.
That's
about you, right?
He's so petty.
What?
He ain't got no lot of frustrations about me.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I mean, I'm about to. Can I name all of them?
No, you can't. You gonna name one frustration if maybe it's something you can parallel to what you went through in your childhood frustration.
No.
Hopefully you can.
The frustration I had from you ain't had nothing to do with my childhood.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what your frustration
Okay.
is. One of them. You ain't got but probably one or two, but go on and give us one.
My frustration with you, you didn't, in my opinion, you didn't listen. You don't
Listen, Linda, listen!
The hell is that? You didn't listen enough when I needed you to listen. You didn't listen and take heed to what I was telling you, in my opinion. Really just believe what I was saying was the truth. That was the frustration that I had. Our differences, and again, it's our childhood, but whatever, you just didn't listen. You don't listen enough at times. Probably most of you women. Listen to your man, okay?
We are y'all helpmate. Y'all supposed to listen to us because we trying to help
If you just
y'all.
join in, hit the shirt button for us.
Not the other way around.
That makes no sense.
So there's his frustration. And I'm sure if we really sit and got in counselor mode, I can show him why or how that reverts back to probably something from childhood. But we're not going to go that deep into this show. But I'm sure it has some.
I believe that,
parallel.
Kim. Well, you know what? I could see the parallel a little bit. And here's why I say, well, no, I can't say, no, that's not a parallel. I was thinking about another frustration as a child. As a child growing up, my old man, it was either it was right or it was wrong. There was no, I couldn't.
That is something
that if it was wrong, I don't want to hear it. Shut up.
Right.
Like, what?
Right.
I couldn't talk to him and just, shoot the.
That's it right there.
It's just like, nah, it was wrong. What the hell you doing it for? And I'm like, nah, Dad, it was wrong. Don't be doing it. I'm like, God, dog, okay, neat knucklehead.
So you really didn't feel listened to back then.
Nah,
so
not
now,
with Daddy, nah.
So now when I don't listen, it's a frustration.
Right.
So y'all see how your past, your childhood, your upbringing,
we give you some worth hearing, Veronica. I'm sure your husband give you a lot that you need to be hearing.
So that's how. So it's important to understand your spouse's past and how it is relevant today. Not saying that you can't get past
Well said, Mary.
No, it just brings those childhood issues to the surface, and it allows me, now that I know that was an issue for him, I need to work on listening.
Yes.
I need to work on listening and hearing
Listen.
you.
Yes.
So listen,
Woo!
Linda, listen.
Man, what the hell is that? Where you get what is that coming from?
Every time I hear somebody say listen, I just had to say the little Hispanic boy was trying to tell his mama something, she wasn't listening.
Oh,
He
that was on
calling-
Facebook?
Yeah, he was calling her by her name.
Right.
Listen.
Oh,
I love
okay.
it. So okay.
Man, what the hell are you talking about?
So when we're falling in love, we're like, y'all, that statement about
Misha.
love blinds you. Love blinds us so much
Here
that
we go.
we feel like we're actually falling in love with somebody just like us. And truth be told, you're actually falling in love with somebody that is the opposite of you. Again, yeah, this one
Not always, though.
You're so blind
Here we go,
that
counselor.
you think this is
Boy,
the
when you
one.
marry a counselor.
Oh my God, I'm so in love. We so compatible. You just miss all that bad. You miss all that. I ain't gonna say bad. You miss the differences in them. You miss the areas where y'all not alike. You miss it, or you overlook it, or it's not that bad. When you in love,
who is
it's
Mary
not that bad.
Baby, who is Mary
I
Smith?
don't know, but she must have said something good.
I
for you to
like
acknowledge.
some Mary Smith.
What she say? Come on, read it.
She said, we women,
It must
you
be.
women,
Oh, because it was about us. That's why
can
he
gain
calling.
so much insight into your mate if you listen and take some time to respond. Woo!
All right.
Mary, if I was her, you was her, I would give you high five, my sister. You said
Okay.
some real stuff all day, girl.
So-
You go, girl. Then my Martin voice. I like Mary, goddammit. I just said, dang it, baby. I didn't cut it.
Oh, so that's what love does to us. So when you in that romantic stage, you dating, you engage, you get married, you go right on into that honeymoon stage, still blind by love.
That's real, Whitney.
You don't see it. So
So you're saying love blinds you to make you think you're marrying somebody just like you when, in most cases or in some cases, you're marrying the opposite. You're just blinded
the
by
opposites do attract, but you
right.
don't really see that
Because you're so in love.
because you're so in love.
Okay.
You don't see it.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
and at first he didn't agree with that, and I was like, come on, let's list some things and where we are different. Although we think, we don't marry each other, we soulmates, whoop da whoop da whoop. But we started listing ways in which we were different. So here are some of our ways, which this is something else I want you all to do with your spouse. Sit down and list ways that you are different and make sure that it's non-judgmental. Don't do, what certain people do, be like, every time they say something. We sure are different right there. Don't do that kind of stuff. Be non-judgmental when you do this.
Woo, Misha. Misha said, love makes you see potential versus reality.
Ooh.
That was real.
Yes.
And Melanie said, men that don't communicate enough, y'all will shut down before opening up. Here's the key. Allow us that time.
We're going to get to that in a few minutes.
Okay,
though.
okay.
We're going to get to that.
Okay.
Okay. So these are some ways in which we're different that I think matters in our relationship. I'm from the city. He's
Yeah.
from the country.
Country
so
boy in the
he don't
building.
have too much.
What? I
No.
don't have too much what?
Just like the country, when y'all go down there, is like where he from. They don't have fences, nothing like it's just
We got
open.
oh my
It's
God.
no
Everybody
boundary
thought I was from the
structure.
city for some reason. I don't know.
Because of how you dress. You didn't dress like, I think city people thought country people looked a certain way.
Man,
and you didn't look like that. You had on Tommy and Jabos and Polo. You looked like a city boy.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. And so I'm from the city, so our way of thinking is like totally different. I'm a middle child.
I'm the oldest.
Your birth order makes a difference. middle kids are more the social butterflies because they have to more so depend on their friends because the oldest one is doing this. The parents kind of like cater to the oldest and the youngest, and then you just got the middle kid in the middle, so they end up making friends. So middle kids are like social butterflies. They're more of the peacekeepers because they in the middle. So you got the oldest and you got the baby that's always doing something. They're more of the fair child, you know, obsessed with being fair is what it said. So then him being the oldest, like he said, there's more rules put on him. Stricter.
It was harder.
Older
said,
kids are
Kim.
more leader. They're more times they're leaders. They're protectors because they have to protect their youngest siblings. A lot of times they're more studious and they get to spend more time with their parents. So they have an older mindset because the parent, all their focus until another kid comes along is on that older
And a lot of their
child.
mistakes were made with the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
And then, like he said, parents have high expectations for the older child, good and bad. It's a good and a bad thing. Like I even ask my students their birth order when I'm talking to them, and I've had kids that
I got
say
the story. See,
that
when you marry a counselor, boy,
it's
you
a
gotta
good
be
thing,
careful.
ain't it?
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Everything is being analyzed.
Whatever.
Oh, so why you want to sit here and watch
because
TV?
it makes a difference. When I ask those kids about their birth order, and I ask the oldest,
No, I
how do
agree.
you like being the
Agree.
oldest? And they be like,
But
I
I've
don't
never-
like it because
I've never thought about it that way.
they put everything fall on me. Well, why your
It
brother
does.
them do that? Because
Right.
you the oldest. Why you let them do that?
I got
you
beat
the
the
oldest.
most.
And some people just don't like their responsibility no more. And then they get married and they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing.
The hell is that supposed to be? That ain't true with me.
Huh?
I don't want. What do you mean? They don't want to do nothing.
I wasn't talking about you.
But what do you mean by they don't want to do nothing? What is nothing?
I'm just saying some people don't necessarily like their birth order. Like the oldest one, all that pressure that's been put on them all their life. Some of them give up the order as soon as the next one come along. And a normal first,
Yeah, fix it. I'm just
oldest
saying,
child.
fix it.
But
If you're watching, if you're
too-
tuning in, hit the share button for us, pretty please, with sugar on top.
Thank y'all. So, and then I'm more of a go-getter. He's laid back. Oh, God, Jesus, help. I'm more optimistic. He said pessimistic. He's really not pessimistic, but I said more.
What's a pessimistic?
It's like more of a negative person.
No, that's not.
You're not negative. He's not optimistic.
Well, when it comes
though.
to people, I am.
I guess so.
Yeah, when it comes to people, I don't give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
You do. Somebody have blood on them in the night. Well, he might not have done it. That's you. And I'm like, you seen Ghost and 50 Cent? Well, 50 Cent, then he did that. Yeah, he did that.
No, I
me.
look at different perspectives, different points of view. I'm not gonna just I am gonna think the glass is half full versus half empty. That's me.
Nah, it's
so,
empty.
I'm more considerate. He's inconsiderate.
That's a bald-faced lie.
I'm more considerate.
That's
He's
a
inconsiderate.
bald-faced lie.
For his food, I'm more of a variety person. He's more basic.
Yeah.
Can eat the same thing every day.
Brown rice,
So,
chicken breast. Broccoli, that's all.
even those little things
The only
affect
child. Don't forget about
our
the only
union.
child. They say
Oh,
that.
the only child is a multiplication, is a first child times 10. They're extreme
And
with
spoiled,
everything.
no good. Melanie explains a lot to me. You the only child, Melanie. I get it now.
So yeah. So this first part, we've just been talking about how you in romantic love, and sometimes you miss all of the isms that end up presenting itself in your marriage and cause y'all to be in a power struggle, which we're about to discuss. And a lot of people don't make it out of the power struggle stage. That's where people are getting divorced because they have not sat down and taken the time to really get to know their spouse, who they are, how their differences, although different, can be beneficial for you.
Okay.
Like, I can see how his inconsiderate ways.
How the hell am I
can be-
inconsiderate? I'm not inconsiderate. I think I am considerate. I don't get that. No, we're not going to go on with the show, y'all. I got to hear this. How am I inconsiderate? Seriously.
Babe, you really are. You don't consider anybody else's.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay. Just with time.
Okay.
He is not considerate of my time.
What?
Nobody's time.
So you said I'm late a lot.
Yes.
Okay. I may be late sometime. Not
Yes.
all the time. Then don't go. Okay, besides time, hire something.
He will say, well, if we need to do something, well, just ask them. They can do it. No, you can't just
What are you talking about?
assume in family and asking somebody to do something. You just automatically assume they shouldn't have a problem with doing it. Just ask them.
If I do it for you, you shouldn't have a problem. If I done did it for you, I done picked up your kids every day after school.
You
If
ain't
my
picked
kids
up
are around there,
nobody
I'm just
kids
using it as an
every day.
example. If I done
That
done
ain't
that
even
and your
realistic.
kids mine around there, go get mine.
No, Mon is
Be
not
considerate.
He don't care. He gonna ask somebody to do something, and for me to say,
why not?
Well,
That's
babe,
family.
to ask somebody to drive all the way to our house to pull our trash cans to the top, and they live 20 minutes away. That is inconsiderate.
No, it's not.
He don't see
She
it
talking
like
about
that.
when we was gone
That's
at the
just
St.
one
Thomas.
example.
I'm like,
That is
okay,
one
tell
example.
your mama then to take our son over there so he can bring the trash to the curb. What the hell is wrong with that?
They live 20 minutes from us.
So what?
Our
If
trash
that was me, I would have done it. You on vacation? You need us to do that for you. I got you, mama. I got you, brother.
That is
I got
one
you.
example. So now he wanted an example. Mun is not. He don't care. Ask them to do this, and I'll be like, well, no, but and he'll be getting the attitude with me because I'm saying that it's being.
I would never
inconsiderate.
ask them to do something I wouldn't do. If I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't ask them. If I know that's something I
He be
wouldn't
having
do.
problems when folks be asking him to do stuff and turn around and ask somebody to do something.
But you know what? I'll do
Same.
it. You know how many people? I got a truck. You know how many people in her
This is
family
not what the show
ask
is
me,
about.
can you take me? Can you pick this up? Can you? I'm like, man, I'm not U-Haul. But guess who do it anyway? I have a problem sometimes, but guess what? I do it.
Okay, I'm unique.
So
That's
when
what
I
I'm
need
saying.
them, they
That's
won't do
why
it.
I hear how his inconsiderate moments and who he is
That's not
can be
inconsiderate. Don't
beneficial.
touch me right now. That's
Can
not-
be beneficial to us. So that's something I have to just realize and accept. I get it, but that's where the breakdown sometimes is in a marriage when you don't get it, when you have not sat down and spoke to each other. And I hope me being a go-getter would inspire him to get up and do something. I don't
Like
know.
what? See, your wants might not be mine, and that's a problem with
No,
you. If
it's
she wants
not.
something, that's
No,
not something I
it's
want.
not. It's no longer.
That's a problem.
That is no
And
longer.
that used to
I
blow my mind.
realize he has me
this is
in
what
this
I
studio
want,
hollering.
and you have a problem.
I
with
don't
it.
know why I'm hollering with him. And
Because
see,
you're
that's-
not
that's
listening.
where I have
What are we
to-
talking about here? Listen.
I am listening.
Okay,
to
well,
you.
stop talking.
See, that's what y'all want. Y'all just want us to shut up.
That's what
Don't
you
say
need. That's the
nothing.
problem with women
I'm
sometimes.
listening
Y'all
to
shut
you.
up.
I know, Mama. Right? He got me up in the studio hollering. I don't be acting like this on. I don't.
Mama, you might
act
not.
like this.
Mama, you might need to stop watching the show.
He is yelling. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm not yelling.
I'm sorry to all of y'all that's listening to through the radio, and this boy is hollering like he ain't got good sense.
I'm not hollering. I'm animated. I am
You're very animated.
I'm a passionate person.
Yeah, you.
I am. I'm very passionate. Kim, stop with all this listen mess.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. That's just my passion.
You
here.
already talking to the microphone.
That's just my passion. That's not me yelling. I'm passionate.
So
See now. Everybody telling me I'm yelling. Maybe
you
I'm
are
yelling.
yelling.
Okay,
but
well maybe I'm yelling.
Y'all,
I can take that.
I swear to God, he don't. I'm good. Thank the Lord
Here
for
we go.
Facebook Live.
Oh my God.
Thank the Lord, cause we be at home and I'm looking at him like, why are you acting like this? What you mean? I ain't yelling. You are yelling. Y'all are tuned in to the Couples Lounge radio show on Fishbowl Radio Network. We gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back. I'm so glad y'all said it.
Man, I ain't okay. My
I'm
bad. If
so
I was
glad.
yelling, I was yelling. I can accept it. I can take advice.
He does. He's funny, but he yells a lot. And I'm glad that y'all are saying it today, maybe, because sometimes husbands don't listen to their wives and don't believe what we're telling them.
I got somebody that's being he said, "You're not yelling, you just expressing yourself." That's me. That's what I'm talking about right there,
but
brother.
he yelling while he's doing it.
Because there were a number of women that were saying that. That's nasty.
Noble is a woman. That's Adrian. That's just her. That's her.
Adrian who?
You don't know her.
Oh, that's one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like her then. The rest of them.
What about the rest of them?
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay. Mary, thank you. Is this your first time? Where y'all coming from today?
If you ain't hit the share button, hit the share button.
Where is everybody located at today?
We gonna block certain people for talking about me. Okay,
those
question.
that just came on.
She got question. My husband is disabled, wheelchair bound. He does not work, and since we got married, has no income. I'm starting a business, and he telling me he doesn't want to help get it started because that's what I want, not what he want. Okay, hold on. I got to see the rest. Now, got to scroll down. How should I feel about that? Ooh.
Okay, I just posted this on my Instagram and Facebook page yesterday. We should not.
Who is both? I'm sorry.
Oh, we should not clip the wings of our spouse. We should allow our spouse an opportunity to grow wherever they need to grow. And so he has to be supportive of you. He should be supportive of you as his as your spouse. He shouldn't clip your wings and say, "Well, no, I don't want you to do this." We shouldn't be cutting each other off at the legs. Because when we are happy as individuals, we can be better as couples, as a couple. When I have my own personal happiness and I'm not necessarily depending on him to make me happy, that's going to help me be a better wife, a better mother, a better sister, brother. So you're going to have to figure out a way to hopefully get him to support you. He should want to support you. What is his reasons for saying, like, that's not what he wants? And sometimes our paths in life it's not our spouse's path in life. It's not. Like me, I eventually want to be a life coach, but that's not his path. He has his own path that he wants to go on, and my job is to help him fulfill his role and his purpose in life. If that's what he feel like he's supposed to be doing, and that's his purpose, my role is to help guide, help him, give him advice, give him suggestions, and that should be the same for him helping me. If he notice what I'm supposed to do, he's supposed to help me get set up. If he hear about an opportunity to speak, he's supposed to help me. Maybe your husband feel like it's you're progressing, and he's not only is he physically bound, maybe he feels like he's mentally bound as well. So maybe help him get in touch with what he wants to do, because just because he's in a wheelchair does not mean he still cannot fulfill his purpose here on earth. So help him find out what he wants to do. That way, give him something to do while you do what you need to do. But yeah, a lot of times that's it more so. He might just feel like you're leaving him, and almost like a sense of abandonment, and he doesn't want you to. But continue to talk it over with him. Continue to move in that. Pray, but also help him in the meantime discover what his purpose is. So that's what I have to say. Marriage is a union. If he has no income, why would he stop financial advancement? That's a good way of thinking about it too.
Come on, babe.
We start at the top of the hour.
Oh, my bad.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
See, baby be tripping because I got to go to the bathroom. Like, she made fun of me.
I ain't said
I
nothing
started
about you.
boxing about a month ago. So I drink a 2 liter of water a day. Sometimes I drink 2 of them a day. Especially the days I go to the gym. I drink literally 4 liters of water. So I'm going to the bathroom all the time. Johnny, he says, what? I'm just now logging in. The power struggle in the marriage. How do you deal with the power struggle when you're one person and not agreeing with the other, have different opinions, and you can't come to common ground? That's when a lot of divorces happen, and we're discussing.
We lovers and friends, baby.
And enemies. We're discussing that right now, my brother.
We are not enemies, boy.
Talking about me because I gotta go to the bathroom all the time. I'm drinking 4 liters of water.
Over and over and over and
Man,
over.
I done dropped 11 pounds since the boxing gym.
We love us and friends. That Ursha, Johnny, and Luda had to do it again. Hey, I want to go dancing.
I'm disgusted from hearing you sing. That's how bad it was.
That's jacked up.
I'm disgusted.
That's jacked all the way up.
That's how bad you sound. Can we get started? Oh, it's not the top. Yeah, it's top of the hour. All right, welcome back, everybody. You tuned in to the Couples Lounge. It's your country boy in the building, Ramon Tuck. I got my sexy Hershey Kiss.
What's up, y'all? That's my gangster look.
I don't know who the heck this woman is right here. I take that back. I thought I had my wife
It's
here.
your girl,
I don't know who the hell this is.
Now, sometimes you'll be want to feel like a thug.
Appreciate you. What? Appreciate you, Thomas. If you're just now tuning in, hit the Maya. You friendly chump. Hit the share button for
Do
us.
you know that person?
Yeah, she went to Georgia. Baby, that's
Is
Maya.
that Maya?
Yes, it
you
says
sure?
Maya Jones. I know
Is
who
that-
my
is that her
Facebook
last
friends
name?
say. Oh my God.
Okay.
See, don't listen. I just told you I know who it was.
Okay.
And now you question me.
Maya. Are you the Maya that caught the bouquet at our wedding?
Oh, was she at the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, I didn't know
Yeah.
she was at the wedding. I hope she got off and didn't hear that.
You're like my gangster Kim. Hey.
Yeah,
hey,
tell her don't do
hey.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on with the show.
All right. So we back at it. So now we're gonna start talking about the power struggle. The power struggle phase, y'all, or stage, that's where we don't make it out of. That's where a lot of couples gonna wave the white flag. I'm done. We're gonna wrap this on up. Celebrating my divorce. That's the stage where people give up. They give up. Cause honey, you don't know what you don't know until you don't know. So, the power struggle phase. It's basically why it's called the power struggle phase is because it's when